Hi, thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to be looking at some cheaper economy knives geared towards younger men and budget spenders by novelty brand CamCo Cutlery. The CamCo brand was an economy line of knives produced by the Camillus Cutlery Company. CamCo was introduced in 1948 as a lower-priced, affordable line, often used as promotional, souvenir, or advertising items. CamCo knives were produced at the Camillus factory by the same skilled craftsmen, but used lower-quality parts and techniques. The first one I don't have a lot of info on. It's a pretty simple knife. It's a two-blade jack with a celluloid handle, and the tang simply says CamCo, and on the back the model number says 523. I couldn't find that model, but very similar model numbers were found, and those were from the 1950s. And then this is a bartender pattern. Camillus called it a traveler's companion. This is for a beverage product, Benedictine and brandy. They're saying that both the alcohols used are 86 proof. It's a single blade and the corkscrew, celluloid handle, and then Julius Weil was a big importer of wines and alcohol into New York from the 1950s and later. Then Mr. Harris would be the Camillus knife salesman. Next is the CamCo Spook knife. This is cutting edge, glow in the dark tech. I can't get it dark enough here, of course. It's the middle of the day, but I'll find a closet. The composite handle has phosphor in it, same as the Dick Tracy knife for some reason. This is it in the 1951 Camillus catalog. It's a kid's knife, like the character knives. Something that simply glowed in the dark was pretty cool to have, so that's the entire gimmick here. They called it a fish knife. Some may call it a toothpick. And then there's the Lone Ranger Silver Bullet character knives. These are from the 50s era when he was on TV. I was trying to figure out what colors I have versus what colors they made, and it's a bit confusing. The official catalog shows just 3, which are red, black, and new pearl, or probably just a white celluloid. Then the reproductions have a dark blue one, but I haven't seen a vintage blue one. I think I have 2 of the same new pearl here, but one's just in better shape than the other. Neither of them glow in the dark. I checked, and the paint on all these vintage knives didn't really stick around, at least all the ones I've seen. They reproduced these in '93 for a 60th Lone Ranger anniversary, so if you see any that are like brand new, then you're probably looking at the reproductions. Then last is the Dick Tracy character knife. It's a single blade, but it also has a magnifying glass. They call it a clue detector in case you need a 5% bonus to your vision. And on the other side, this guy's a whistle. I presume it works, but I'm not putting that in my mouth unless I actually see a crime happening, you know. It's got a cool bail and a crack on the front, and this one also glows in the dark, so the real cops can find your body. I tried to get at least photos of the glow in the dark, but it wasn't happening. The Spook does glow very well. The Dick Tracy, not so much. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of my dad's knife collection, please subscribe.